Morning in Melbourne, Australia, and I paid $45 for 2 eggs on toast and avocado on the side. And earlier this year, I was in Bali and it was like $10 to $15 for the same thing. Like, how are you even meant to live right now with the rising cost of living and inflation in Australia and work a normal job where you're earning $40,000 to $100,000 a year? Like, money just isn't the same anymore. $40,000 to $100,000 a year on a salary or working on an hourly rate, it just isn't the same as what it was 5 years ago. The inflation is crazy right now and things are just way more expensive than what they should be. It's just like ridiculous. I know there's so many people living paycheck to paycheck. They got smashed by the pandemic. So many people unemployed because they didn't want to take the jab. And just people that are barely have any money right now, more than whatever I've seen before. It's just ridiculous. Things shouldn't cost this much money.
Life in America.
Damn. 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 Damn.
I am nearly 27 years old and today I am moving back in with my parents. This is not the plan I had for 27-year-old me, but that is just how bad the rental crisis is at the moment. I've been living on my own for the last 3 years. When I first started living on my own, I was paying $280 a week in rent. It was actually kind of fine to pay rent on my own, and I've never had like an outstanding salary. The reason why I'm moving back in with my parents is because my landlord wanted to increase my rent now to $450 a week. Now, I live in a small one-bedroom apartment in an old building. It's nothing flash. Sure, I live in a good suburb. I live in Malvern. I'm probably just paying for location, but I have to pay to do my laundry. There's cracks in the walls. Like, it's nothing flashy. Like, it's not worth $450 a week. That's like $2,000 a month. What are people supposed to do? I'm so lucky and I'm so grateful that I can move back in with my parents, but not everyone can do that. So what's your alternative? Like, you're homeless? The thing that really grinds my gears is that I am 99% sure that my landlord does not have a mortgage on this place, so that can't even be an excuse for landlords on here. She's owned this place since about 1980, and I know for a fact she has 2 investment properties. So she's just making money off what she can from the market. And I was like, there is no way I can afford this. And I have been an outstanding tenant, like outstanding. Rent's never been late. My inspections are always absolutely spotless. I've never caused any issues. And this is why my generation can't get ahead, why we can't buy houses. Like, I've been paying 20 grand a year in rent. But if I went to go get a house loan, they wouldn't see that as, oh, she can pay 20 grand a year. No, I have no savings because of how much I've been paying in rent and bills. That's why my parents were like, move home, save that money and try and get ahead. I'm so grateful. I love my family and I don't have any issues moving back home with them. I do have an issue with the fact that they live over the other side of Geelong and I'm still going to be traveling to Melbourne for work. So that's going to be so much fun. But what do people do? I'm so lucky I have such a great family that I can move back in with. But what's the alternative? Homelessness? Like, the government really needs to get on top of this because honestly, the state of the rental market at the moment is absolutely fucked.
At the end of the day, a car is a depreciating asset, and if you have one and you completely pay it off and then you run it into the ground, that will arguably always be a better financial decision than you getting a new, shiny car every 3 years.
Yeah.
Sarah, how much is your car payment?
$362.
How much is your car payment, Cody?
$1,300.
Hey, Gavin, how much is your car payment?
$450.
How much is your car payment?
$335.
Blake, how much is your car payment? Hey, Lizzie, how much is your car payment?
$532.
How much is your car payment?
$200 a month.
How much is your car payment?
What?
How much is your car payment?
I don't have a car payment.
Car payments are getting out of hand. The average person is spending $650 to $700 a month on a car. That doesn't even include insurance or gas. In 2015, that payment was just $483, and gas was a lot lower. and wages have barely gone up since then. And just a couple days ago, Ford is saying that they're seeing an increase in people not making their car payments. If you ask me, it seems like we're heading for a recession. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Car payments are getting out of hand.
The car market just had a massive crash.
Over the last few years for the auto companies, they've been able to get away with high transaction prices, big profits, and very few incentives. But while nobody was looking, the market changed on everybody. And now Stellantis is sitting on a bloated inventory that they could easily sell. A year ago,
we were in a bubble, and the bubble has popped.
Used car and truck prices spiral down further, and historic plunge surrenders 60% of stunning 2-year spike.
Now, across southeastern Michigan, there are thousands of 2024 F-150s, just like what you'll see here, stockpiled, waiting to be shipped to dealers.
New dealership inventory is stacking up, and there really is no other way around. Despite what automakers and dealerships want us to believe, the car market is absolutely returning to normal, and yet prices have not.
Is it me, or is the car market in shambles right now?
Some of these cars are not going to go back to their prices that they were at. In fact, I think most of these cars are not going to go back. If you were looking for a Ferrari 550 for 100 grand or an Integra Type R for 25, where you could get them sort of pre-pandemic, maybe a few years before that, they're not returning to those levels. It doesn't seem like they're really falling. We have kind of a steep climb. Some cars have dropped a little, but now they're sort of staying here. And so if you were one of those people who's like, I'm going to wait on a S2000 until they come back down, you're going to be waiting forever.